Welcome to this great celebration of Elizabeth's life. That's why we're here, is to celebrate what was a fantastic, wonderful life. It is a beautiful day outside, and it's a little difficult in here. But Elizabeth would not want us to be sad. Well, maybe not too sad. Maybe a little sad, but not too sad. We want to celebrate not only her life, but remind ourselves what we meant to her and what she meant to us. We're going to sing a few songs, listen to some music, hear about some of the pieces that made up the jigsaw puzzle of Elizabeth's life, and we'll say a prayer or two. Elizabeth was a wife, a mother, a daughter, a sister, an aunt, a friend, and a colleague. She was an excellent newspaper reporter. She was a selfless, free spirit and totally unpretentious. You knew who she was when she walked in the door. She made us feel so at ease. She loved to do jigsaw puzzles, listen to soul music and country songs, and as Lloyd is very fond of saying, sing off key. It's sad to me that so often all the parts of our lives only come together at a time like this. So we have this opportunity here with all of us here to look at all those parts of Elizabeth's life and to learn more about them and how we fit in, to honor her and to feel so blessed and grateful that she touched each one of us in such a meaningful way. Before we hear from Elizabeth's brother and sister, I just want to read a really short poem by Bobbin that Lloyd selected as a very fitting tribute. You are a piece of the puzzle of someone else's life. You may never know where you fit, but others will fill the holes in their lives with pieces of you. Bobbin, Larry? Bobbin.
I'm Bobbin Corey. I'm Elizabeth's baby sister. I'm here with my husband, Peter Corey, is in the front row, and our sons over here, Matt and Dan. I want to tell you a little bit about Elizabeth's childhood. We had a wonderful childhood. I'm 2 years younger than her, and then our older sister, Consuelo, is just 17 months older than her. We did everything together. We were just three little peas in a pod, playing together and laughing at our brother, who was, the older one, and the boy. He was on another planet sometimes. But my memories are mostly the three of us girls. We had this driveway that went like this, went loop and loop like that. And we'd ride our bikes on that driveway, going around these loops. We had a fantasy that our bikes were horses, and we were all married to Roy Rogers' sons. And we had a whole bunch of children, which were all Ginny dolls. I don't know if people know Ginny dolls nowadays or not, but we lived in this big old Victorian house. We had an entire floor, the attic, just to play in. We didn't need it, for bedrooms or anything. We had a room just for our dolls. And the dolls, they had a kitchen, they had a bedroom, they had a swing set under a sink. That was just a big thing, playing with our dolls. When Barbie dolls came out, our parents bought us one Barbie doll. And the three of us shared that Barbie doll. We had, on the second floor where our bedrooms were, there was my room, and then there was Lizzie. Oh, I forgot to say, I know you all know her as Elizabeth, but that's not true. She was Lizzie. All during growing up, she was Lizzie. I think when she went to college, she was Liz, And I don't know, maybe when she moved to Washington, maybe Lloyd knows at some point she became Elizabeth, but to me she's Lizzie. So anyway, I had a room, and then Lizzie and Consuelo, who then was Linda, she changed her name also, had the room next door, but there was a closet adjoining the two rooms that we all three could use this closet. And we took a shelf of that closet, and that became the Barbie's apartment. And we had little furniture for Barbie there. That was where she was. That was the dolls. Another time I just wanted to mention was around the time when Lloyd and Lizzie adopted Max, and then Max's little babyhood years, and I would get phone calls from Lizzie. We had already adopted 4 children, so I was one of her experts, I think, that she could go to for a little advice what to do when the baby won't stop crying, things like that. And it was really nice for me to not, in that situation, be the baby of the family. I was like one step ahead of her. But in our later years, she was sick, and then I was sick, and she was sick, and I was sick, and she was more the one that would give me advice, I think, about that. I'm going to read a psalm, Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, even though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though its waters roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake with its swelling. Selah. There is a river whose streams shall make glad the city of God, the holy place of the tabernacle of the Most High. God is in the midst of her, she shall not be moved. God shall help her just at the break of dawn. The nations raged, the kingdoms were moved, he uttered his voice, the earth melted. The Lord of hosts is with us, the God of Jacob is our refuge, Selah. Come behold the works of the Lord, who has made desolations in the earth. He makes wars cease to the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and cuts the spear in two. He burns the chariot in the fire. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord of hosts is with us. The God of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. And that was all.